down, Chance.
It's, well, both of us.
You're doing it right.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh Nation and Katzie. It's a great honor to be here with you this morning, and congratulations to all the students who are graduating today. A very quick prayer and we'll get the event going. Great Spirit, thank you for bringing us together today, and thanking the community from which the students came from and their families for allowing them to spend time with us, and just a very special blessing on the path they will be taking after today, all my relations. And it's an honor for me now to introduce the Chancellor of SFU.
Thank you to Elder Margaret, a member of SFU's Aboriginal Elder Program, who shared her words of welcome for us on this sunny morning. I'd like to also acknowledge that we find ourselves on the traditional territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam peoples. What a privilege it is to be here today. I'd like now to invite Ms. John V. Indatisa, who is an undergraduate student in the Beatty School of Business and a member of the SFU choir, and she will lead us all in singing O Canada. Jean V.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well done, thank you.
Please be seated. I declare the Fall 2018 Convocation assembled for the granting of degrees. Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty, honored guests, graduands and friends, I am Anne Giardini, Chancellor of Simon Fraser University, and we are delighted and honored to have you gathered with us today for Convocation. In attendance are a number of distinguished guests, both in the audience and on the platform, including members of Senate, vice presidents, deans and faculty, and our SFU alumni, legacy, parents, and families. Welcome all. And thank you, everyone, for your patience with the construction on campus. We have several exciting projects underway. Behind the platform on my left will soon be the SFU Student Society's new Student Union building. The building will be entirely devoted to students with lounges, study areas, meeting rooms, recreational facilities, and more. Directly behind me is the Public Plaza Renewal Project, which will improve accessibility and create more gathering spaces as the university renews some of our aging infrastructure. I'm delighted to see you all to participate in or bear witness to this, our most important ceremony, a time when we gather to celebrate achievement and success and the conferral of well-earned honors. Graduands, this is your day, and I, along with many others here, could not be prouder. There are many reasons to tackle and complete a university degree, diploma, or certificate. For the facts and information, of course, your presence here today signifies that you have applied yourself to a challenging body of knowledge, and also for the chance to interact with keen thinkers and to engage with other students. And because this is an investment in yourself and in what you alone can bring to the world. The writer Dina Nayeri says, "A person's life is never a bad investment. There are no creditors at the door, no debt to repay. Now there's just the rest of life, the stories left to create, all the messy, greedy, ordinary days that are yours to squander." Another and important reason is that a university education encourages and rewards curiosity, and it supplies you with what is often called a well-stocked mind. I'm not sure if anyone told you this on your first day of classes, but by now you will have discovered it for yourself. Your SFU professors love it when you earn an A, and at least as important as that is when they see in you a spark of genuine curiosity about something in the course topic, and see your newly inspired curiosity lead you to becoming authentically engaged with a problem, a challenge, or a conundrum. Curiosity is one of life's most revealing, rewarding attributes. The effort of being curious pays dividends every day. If you are curious, you are seldom bored. Your thoughts are good company. Curiosity will lead you to form friendships and other bonds of great and enduring strength because you will be one of those people who is genuinely interested in others. It turns out that people love it when you are interested in them. Try it now. Turn to the person next to you and say, "You are fascinating." Go ahead. I guarantee that they like you a lot more already. When you're curious, you're more likely to seek out and keep the kind of engagement that engages your curious mind, and that is employment that is well worth having. And curiosity will make up for any lack of other skills or talents. After all, we all have areas that aren't our strongest. Even Albert Einstein was modest about his natural gifts, saying, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." And curiosity will make you a problem solver. Here's an example I found on the internet. Imagine you have a tiny piece of chalk, smaller than a pea. So small there is only enough left to draw a line a couple of meters long. Your challenge is to use that little tiny piece of chalk to create a circle 50 meters across. You will be faced with challenges like this all of your life. How to stretch a finite budget, for example, or how to run a car on energy from hydrogen or from the sun, or how to persuade a team of people to work willingly and collaboratively late into the night. It turns out that there are many ways to use that tiny fragment of chalk to form an enormous circle. You could, for example, drop it into a pond with enough force that the ripple would form a perfect circle of 50 meters. Or you could use it to mark out a circle in sand. Or you could make a dotted line for your circle, marking a dot every meter or so. You, being naturally curious and SFU graduates, can likely come up with other solutions. One of the rewards of curiosity is a bit of a paradox. After a while, you find that a course of inquiry doesn't take you down the road to that single, simple, satisfying answer that you'd hope to find, but to more questions to be curious about. As the eminently quotable Dorothy Parker said, "The cure for boredom is curiosity. There is no cure for curiosity." Today, we engage collaboratively in an act of profound imagination as we invoke your future. This is the place and the moment when your transformation occurs from student to the future you. Don't, by the way, let anyone tell you that this part of your life has not been real life. Your years as a student are as tangible and human and leafy with meaning as any you will experience in the days ahead. Because you are about to become SFU grads, I have every confidence that you will flourish in the days to come. You will be innovative, you will be attentive, you will be creative. You will find time to consider how this world might be changed for the better. You might very well do something yourself, large or small, to help bring about much needed change. I hope that you will spend your future time both profligately and wisely, and spend as many hours in that productive, satisfying state of imagination that engenders the best that you are capable of. Please stay in touch with those of us who remain here at SFU. We are proud of you and grateful, changed, and improved by this time that we have spent together. Thank you. I now call upon the president of our university, Professor Andrew Petter.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty members, staff, and most especially graduates, family, and friends. It's my privilege to preside at this culminating celebration of your education at Simon Fraser University. As this ceremony unfolds, our message to you is clear. As each of you receives your degree, I and my colleagues on stage, together with the entire Simon Fraser community, want you to know how proud we are of you. We've seen your work, we've admired your performance. Your degrees are not merely documents of accreditation, they're a living testament to the faith we have in your ability to flourish in a changing world. And that's a good ability to have, because this world is most assuredly changing. A recent Oxford University study estimated that 47% of current jobs will be automated out of existence over the next 20 years. When I attended university, lo, those many years ago, I was encouraged to believe that if I planned my career well, it could serve me for a lifetime. In today's dynamic world, the notion of a lifelong career is as outdated as many of the careers for which I might have planned. The need to plan one's future has been overtaken by the need to equip oneself for multiple futures, many of which are yet unknown. This point was driven home last spring at our annual SFU Public Square Community Summit, which explored the future of work. One of the main presenters was American political activist and commentator Van Jones. Jones had been thinking about different concepts of time, and he'd been looking at how our changing perceptions of time have affected our approaches to work. In the agrarian age, he noted, time was conceived of as circular. Life revolved around daily and seasonal cycles. The sun came up, the sun went down. Spring gave way to summer, which faded to fall and turned to winter, only to begin the cycle again. Tomorrow was the same as yesterday. In this era of circular time, Jones noted, the most important value for survival was preservation. Preservation of culture, of knowledge, of ritual, and most practically, the preservation of seeds. Then came the industrial age, a period of transformation and change. In this era, time became linear, the past behind you, the present with you, the future in front, but still distant. Jones compared the industrial era to being on a train with the track ahead leading to a new destination. In this era, this unfolding environment, the key value for survival was planning. One could look ahead and prepare for a lifetime of well-ordered tomorrows. But the industrial era has given way to a digital age, which Jones said, the future is no longer content to wait as our plans unfold. Rather, Jones said, the future is onrushing. It's coming towards us at an ever-increasing speed, hastening changes that overwhelm our ability to plan. So today, the key value for survival is not preservation or planning, but rather adaptability, or as Jones calls it, the capacity to pivot. It's a compelling analysis, though I would argue that adaptability has always been an important attribute. There's a quote chiseled into the floor of the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco that was originally attributed to Charles Darwin. It says, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change." It's a tribute to the California Academy's own adaptability that they've since rubbed out that mistaken attribution and given proper credit to Leon Megginson, a professor of management studies, who wrote those words in 1963 as part of a reflection on Darwin's work. So how do you learn to be adaptable? Well, I'd argue you choose to study at an institution like Simon Fraser University. As Canada's engaged university, we've enabled you not only to gain knowledge of the disciplines you've studied, but also to think critically, to solve problems, and to make your own decisions. We've offered you diverse learning experiences, including opportunities to study at 3 distinct campuses, to learn in the classroom and in the community, and to gain intercultural understanding and international perspectives. In sum, your education has been all about equipping you with the knowledge, aptitudes, and skills required to be adaptable citizens and to thrive in a rapidly changing world. As you embark now from this stage of your education, as you embrace a future in which you are likely to have multiple careers, you will need to continue learning and updating your skills. Thanks to your education here, you will do so based on a strong foundation. You can also welcome the future as members of an adaptable community of over 155,000 SFU alumni living in 141 countries around the world. And when you need to update your knowledge and skills, when you confront issues outside the scope of your expertise, we at SFU will be here for you. So stay in touch. In the years to come, the relationships that you formed in your time here with friends and colleagues, with faculty and mentors, will serve you better than any single lesson. For now, this is your time. Seize it with confidence and with optimism. Share it generously with those you love and just as generously with those who don't have your advantages. We will only survive in this changing world if we can all adapt and flourish together. Congratulations all. Madam Chancellor, a member of the SFU faculty will be addressing the graduates as part of today's ceremony. Dr. Robert Hogg is a professor in the Faculty of Health Sciences and a senior research fellow with the BC Centre for Excellence in HIV/AIDS. Professor Hogg received his PhD in demography from the Australian National University in Canberra, Australia. His research focuses on issues surrounding aging and HIV and describes how diseases that strike people living with this virus differ from those that impact people who are HIV negative. Professor Hogg is a member of the Order of Canada and a fellow of the Canadian Academy of Health Sciences. Professor Hogg.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, graduates and their honored guests, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I am proud to be a faculty member here at SFU. Aaron and Sam, my 2 kids, have graduated from SFU. Sam has gone on to get a job, which is useful too. My dad got an honorary degree here, and my mom graduated after 20 years working on her degree. So I'm very proud of all of them, and I understand and I'm aware how hard you have worked to get here and how proud your honored guests are of you. Today I have 3 important lessons to give that will hopefully help you along your life path. First, beauty has no size limit. Ben Wilson, known as the Chewing Gum Man, has created art from gum stuck to the streets of the bridges, arts from the streets and bridges of London. His paintings, the size of a quarter, attempt to reconnect people, especially kids, with art in their environment. As he notes about London's East Side, where many of his pieces can be found, kids are not allowed to feel any connection where they live. They can't play in the streets because they're likely to get run over. The only imagery that children see around them are billboards and TV. Every part of their environment is out of bounds or sold off, and that is why they don't care about their streets. This is a small way of connecting them with their environment. Second, people are like art because you never find 2 that are exactly the same. You can't learn about a person by swiping left or right or dividing them into groups by their genders, ethnicities, or political opinions. It takes a lifetime to know a person, and often you only have a few minutes to gain insight into who they are. So if you have time, ask them a question or 2. Arthur Aaron, a psychologist, put together a list of 36 questions that help elicit closeness between 2 complete strangers. As he notes, the list of queries allow both individuals to share and understand each other's vulnerabilities, so to foster closeness. After they were published in the New York Times, a number of readers wrote in to say how helpful they were. One university student noted, "My roommate and I at the time decided to do this, and ever since then we have been close as friends as we possibly could be. She's like my sister." So ask questions, as it may help you find a masterpiece or 2. Finally, if you get overwhelmed by life, take a deep breath and hum. The alpaca, South American's version of a sheep, is known for spitting. They also make a variety of other noises, including humming. You can even make them hum a particular song. Carrie, my wife, taught them to hum Hello by Adele, which is true, actually, and was interesting to hear them. Maybe biologists know the purpose of their humming, but it appears to be that it makes them happy. So I propose that in times of your life, that when you're facing a difficult problem with no obvious solution, you might find it helpful to give yourself time to hum. Humming will allow you for a moment to be released from your internal thought processes and to rejoice in the fact that you are alive. All of us will go through difficult times, and some life problems will not have obvious solutions. However, through a process of trial and error and several humming sessions, you might find the answer that is right for you. So remember to be aware of beauty around you, be engaged, and embrace adversity. And if you see me humming, if you see me painting gum stuck to the pavement and humming to myself, please stop and say hello. I will not spit at you. Good luck with all your future endeavors, and congrats on finishing your degrees. Like your honored guests, I'm very proud of all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hogg. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of Convocation, the Alumni Association will present a Simon Fraser University alumni pin to the graduates as they leave the stage. Our alumni are incredibly important to us, and we're pleased that this symbolic presentation will launch you on your new role as alumni of SFU. Mr. Sam Tierra received a Bachelor of Business Administration in 1986. He is also currently a member of the SFU Alumni Association Board of Directors. I invite Mr. Tierra to the lectern to bring greetings to the graduands. Sam?
Thank you, President Petter. On behalf of your elected SFU Alumni Association Board, I extend my congratulations to you all. You are all now lifetime members of our SFU alumni community, a worldwide network that is now more than 155,000 strong in over 141 countries. Your relationship with SFU transforms now as your journey continues. We are here to help you expand your personal and professional network through local, national, and international events, and to support your success through offering access to career resources, library services, and many value-added benefits. Our goal is to have you serve as engaged alumni, helping advance and enhance the student experience for our future graduates, and serving as ambassadors for your SFU community. As you cross the stage today, I'll present you with an alumni pin. Wear it as a symbol of your incredible achievement and connection to SFU. Be proud of your accomplishments, be proud of your SFU credentials, and thank you all for investing your time, energy, and talents in this great university. Congratulations again, and welcome to the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Before the graduands are presented individually to the Chancellor, Mr. Joseph Sendikadiwa, a member of the graduating class, will address Convocation. Joseph is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Health Sciences. In 2015, he and 2 other students started EduSet, a nonprofit organization committed to developing entrepreneurship and educational opportunities for youth in Uganda. In addition, he served as a community advisor in SFU Residence and Housing, an intercultural and programming coordinator with SFU International Services for Students, president of the African Students Association, and undergraduate student representative on the Senate Committee on Teaching and Learning. Joseph will continue his education at SFU, where he will pursue his Master's of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. I'm now pleased to call upon Mr. Joseph Sendikadiwa for the graduand address. Joseph?
Thank you, President Petter. It is pretty, cold up here, so, I hope you are all happy and glad to be here. It's a pretty good day. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, faculty members, deans, honorary degree recipients, staff, distinguished guests, and of course, the men and women of the hour, fellow graduates. Good morning to you all. I am humbled to stand before you on this special occasion that marks a lifetime achievement for many of us, to share a few thoughts on behalf of the graduating class of 2018. But before I do so, I would like to acknowledge the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish people on whose land we all enjoy the privilege of education, employment, and for that matter, life. You see, I would be lying if I told you that at any time in my dreams, I had dreamt of being asked to speak on such a distinguished occasion at my graduation, let alone the dream of attending Simon Fraser University. I also acknowledge that I've been asked to share a few thoughts about my experience here at SFU. But to be truthful, I think it will be selfish for me to make this speech about me and my experience. And I want to talk about the journey that we've all been on, to talk about the story that we have been writing over these past few years. I want to talk about the story and journey of schooling and the privilege of education. It is very common for us to keep pushing and for more and more, even after accomplishing that which we have strived so hard to earn, without ever taking the moment to be thankful for how far we have come and how much we have accomplished. So at this moment, I would like to pause for a second to give us a chance to think about how far we have come, how much we have worked, how much we have strived to get to where we are now. Take a moment to think about the hard work you put in, the toils of coming up here on campus, on the rainy days and snow days and the sunny days. Think about that. Let's reflect on the painful times we pushed through to write the thesis, the master's degree, thesis or essays that we were writing in our undergraduate program. You see, it is in such thankfulness and reflection of how far we have come that we can then push on to higher heights. I would like each of us to stop for a while to thank that being in you that has withstood that hunger, the bitter morning coffee, that being that has worked 4 jobs or even more to pay your tuition and fees. Embrace that person in you, for it is the beginning of that thankfulness and appreciation within that will take us to the next journey and steps ahead. It is also at this juncture that I would also want us to turn to each other to just say, you know what, comrade, we were in it together. Congratulations. Just take a moment to just turn to each other and say, you know what, we've done it all. If you could do that, maybe not now, but when you move or leave here, just take a chance to look each other in the face and say, you know what, you did it. I would also want to acknowledge that many of us trekked many miles to come to Canada for an education or forging families up here on the mountain in search of education. And in the absence of families, there have also been friends, supporters, and people who have cheered us on. And I would like us to stop for a while to send them some love. As much as we should be proud of what we have accomplished here, I would also want us to realize that the true test of education may very well start where the school curriculum ends. We have been armored within this strong institution, provided with guidance through many hours of lectures, studied for numerous hours to pass the exams, and write many essays to fit the scope of the curriculum. Indeed, the institutional knowledge has transformed all of us to think critically, to develop the jargon and language of our disciplines. And for that, we are indeed grateful. I certainly believe that we are now privileged as custodians of a great deal of knowledge, skills, and experience that we ought to make the best use of what we have acquired today, to live up to their fullest potential, to breathe life into the theories and the knowledge that we have received here at Simon Fraser University. I think it is in the absence of a praxis-based learning, if we all just go through schooling without ever practicing what we have acquired here today, it will be just purposeless schooling of the masses. On this journey, we've also been doing what has been programmed, preset, but now is a chance to design the curriculum for life after schooling. And I therefore urge us to embrace the tested life, the unpredictability of life, to take risks and to chant on exciting journeys. This leads me to my final thought of the day, and this thought has lingered around since the start of my 3rd year here at Simon Fraser University. And the thought has been, who really cares? What is the purpose? Would we do what we are doing today if we did not have what we have today? The positions, the jobs, or for that matter, the money, the strive for a GPA or competitive advantage over others. Will we continue doing what we have been doing? Would we still explore the problems we have been exploring in the numerous ACEs in our undergraduate program, master's or PhD thesis? Will we still be true to the causes we have started, true to the thirst of understanding and knowledge? Do we care to realize an end to humanity's challenges using the tools we have acquired here at Simon Fraser University? You see, guests and the audience here today, I think it is in asking the why to our questions that we find the depth of our true intentions. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, where there is an obligation, where there is just an obligation and duty, there is no love, there is no care, and sometimes no higher purpose. And I think there is a great endurance and resilience in serving something more than yourself, your importance, position, or job. You know, I imagine all of us here graduating today, if we embarked on commitments that we were really passionate about, enrolling for jobs that we really cared about. Imagine that kind of world where we all did something that we were in love with or passionate or cared about. I think there is optimisticity in that. And I think there is a higher purpose when we serve something more than ourselves. And I really want to ask us if the present challenges that we are meeting today, are they really, really challenges, or are we not paying the rightful attention to these challenges that we are facing? So I really think that with love and care and passion, and with the specific attention to the problems facing humanity today, we'll be able to solve these problems that we are all facing, to make our communities better, our surroundings better, and those we love better. As we journey on, I think there's something about knowledge integrated with care and love, that knowledge that can breed true transformation, true growth, and certainly true ultimate solutions to the challenges facing humanity today. Where there is true care of the things we seek to address, there is true engagement of the mind and engagement of the world to find holistic mutual grounds to improving our livelihood, our communities, and the humanity at large. And I think SFU has been that world where we have engaged with each other, learned from each other, and I am optimistic about the future ahead for this institution, for us and the community. And on that note, congratulations to you all, and thank you. I want to personally thank the many people who have supported me, and I've walked into many lecture rooms and offices on this campus, and I've met many individuals who cared, who served selflessly. I would like to thank the administration, faculty, and staff of this great institution that work tirelessly to give life to the educational paths of the many students that walk into SFU every year. Thank you, President Peter, Madam Chancellor, for your leadership, and of course, heartfelt gratitude to the staff, faculty, and for the care you give to your work to see us through. Sincere gratitude to my parents and guardians seated among us today, who have sacrificed a lot, for they believed in the need for our education. Personal appreciation to SOS Kinderdorf International, SOS Children's Villages, SFU International Services for Students, Residence Life, The Point Church, Dr. Ruth Lavin, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, and family, and my mom, Mother Margaret, and the SOS family, the Colvin family, and my guests here today. Thank you so much. I don't want to make this about me, but I think it is our day today, so cheer up and celebrate. Thank you, and God bless.
Thanks, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. The members of the graduating class will now be presented to the Chancellor to be admitted en masse to their degrees. Will the graduands please rise? Pretty good-looking group, don't you think? Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of this university, and I request that you confer upon them degrees for which they are now recommended.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees. The graduands may now be seated.
The members of the graduating class will now be presented individually to the Chancellor, but first, a few requests. Would you please refrain from applauding the individual members of the graduating class until each group of degrees has been conferred? This does not apply to the conferral of doctoral degrees, and obviously we can't forbid spontaneous outbursts of enthusiasm, nor would we want to. As a courtesy to others, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony, and I'd ask the graduates to please return to your seats following receipt of your degrees. However, doctoral graduates should join your colleagues on the platform. The degrees in the Faculty of Applied Sciences, the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology, and the Faculty of Health Sciences will now be conferred. Madam Chancellor, Dr. Zoe Druick, Associate Dean, Graduate Studies, will announce the names of the students earning graduate degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. The graduands will be hooded by Dr. Eugene Fiume, Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Puvana Chapadura Timaya.
Congratulations, well done.
Fatima Etalatfar.
Fatima, congratulations.
Alexander Garonsky.
Dr. Garonsky, how does that sound?
Omar Ibrahim.
Well done, Omar. Congratulations. Down here.
Mehran Shirazi. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology. The graduands will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor or Dr. Aoife McNamara, Dean of the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology. Felwa Abukhoder.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sylvia Blake.
Well done, Sylvia. Congratulations.
Natalie Funk. Sabrina Hauser. Miles Thorogood. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduand of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Health Sciences. The graduand will be hooded by Dr. Tanya Bubela, Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences. Mohammed Ibrahim. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Aiden Agajanazad Arabi. Vicky Ding. Ron Doria. Yasmin Gill. Songhee Lei. Adam Tanbuz. Yusra Wakil. Logan Bourne. Si Chen. Biswarup Ghosh. Adebola Ije. Nishant Kambatla. Yanyan Zhang. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Communication, Art, and Technology. Douglas Amundaray. Marina Castillo. Sophia Han. Alexandra Mueller. Kathleen Rasso. Jinan Shi. Jitsi Wang. Carl Winter. Michael Calvert. Yuhang Wu. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of master's degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Arwin Barr. Shinoa Cassidy Matthews. Jocelyn Clark. Susan Efata. Christopher Macklin. Nigel Morgan. Hassan Omar. Krista Bartholomew. Brendan Bernardo. Leaf Pagalan.
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Dr. Eugene Fume, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in his faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Rami Abu Awad. Kevin Andrews. Keen Adruski.
Sorry.
Mustafa Azarbar. Thank you. Lior Bragilevsky. James Brown. Kevin Chang. Jenny Chung. Brian Chong. Chris Connor. John Blaise Crisolgo. Bradley Dalrymple. Danica Udan. Zachary DeVries. Amrit Daliwal. Rebecca Dunn. Shane Eastwood. Jimmy Folleran. Jianglin Fu. Anthony Fung. Hardeep Gill. Harkirat Gill. Alexis Golding Ulm. Tara Goodwin. Udakaran Grewal. Andrei Gromov. Kevin Hay. Connor Hedema. Michelle Ho. Dawan Hu. Jingjian Hu. Michael Xiao. Hiao Huang. Dennis Hubert. Yat Heng Hui. Sharif Hussain. Jyotsa Jazwal. Apasara Jurapan. Jonathan Kang. Davidson Cow. Jesse Casimir. Alexi Kim. Sharanjot Kohli. Michael Constanist. Benjamin Korpan. Arun Kumar. Kimberly Kunimoto. Benton Kwok. Timmy Kwok. Homin Lam. Ray Latu Hina. Kelvin Lau. Milo Schlazik. Christopher Lay. Ted Lee. Jeremy Leung. Bai Rong Lee. Meng Yao Lee. Ji Yi Lim. David Liu. Jason Liu. Fangzhu Lu. Yi Luo. Ishika Luthra. Eric Lee. Sheldon Maciel. Arayan Magsud, Melissa Ma, Janet Marjuki, Jinghon Min, Sarush Mohammad Jaref Fahed. I'm so sorry. Manpreet Nagra, Azin Nava, Igor Nilov, Timothy Nelson, Benjamin Ng, Dixon Shung Chi Ng, Terrace Oniyama, Will Chi, Isaac Chow, Mandeep Jali, Biliwal Rehman, Hira Riaz, Louis Roux, Yershay Samang, Milo Shavich, Randeep Shahi, Jacob Shimuzo, Neji Shokri, Refayat Siam, Daniel Stobov, Daniel Tan, Leona Torrey, Jason Sang, Ryan Threlfall, Kurbur Singh Upal, Valerie Ushakov, Fabrice Veyes, Rushi Wang, Yao Wang, Peter Westland, Alex Wu, Bud Yarrow, Mi Zhu, Ziyi Zhu, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Yiju Han, Kai Tong Lee, Mawat Reach, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Farzin Ahmed, Walid Al-Habul, Fazl Al-Humaymidi, Tawfiq Amusa, Sean Ann, Sophia Constance Angus, Cody Bowen, Devin Briere, Carl Sinchan, Louis Chan, Ian Cheng, David Chow, Samuel Cribb, Janan Kui, Rafiq Dandu, Mark Diakau, Emerson Dolinsky, Devoran Dong, Henry Falk, Nicholas Fung, Yilong Gu, Raymond Gulati, Kenrick Hartvig, Afka Holgersson. Sahar Jafari. Christopher Kwan. Duke Lai. Alexander Land. Chris Lee. Hung Yu Lee. Alexander Lee. Karen Lee. Eric Liu. Tony Liu. Kaim Maknoya. Justin Mang. Rujia Mao. Edward Marchioni. Harris Mackay. Alexander McManus. Bonnie Eng. Ivan Ngan. Hu Hien Han Ngan. Trin Ngan. Jordan Nielsen. Jacob Patnode. Yong Da Peng. Patrick Ruiz. Atina Savija. Jamie Singh. David Tan. Jordan Turing. Michael Trin. Matthew Tseng. Sonal Unadkat. Agnes Utomo. Rajat Kumar Verma. Shihao Wang. Abram Wiebe. Benjamin Wiens. Brady Will. Jonathan Wong. Jonathan Wong. Jason Wu. Andy Yao. Cheng Ho Ye. Bo Wei Yuan. Leo Zhang. Stanley Shi Chi Zhao.
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Communication, Art, and Technology, Dr. Aoife McNamara, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in her faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology. Monique Attey. Ariane Marie Arboleda. Claudia Ascioni, Dominique Oben, Lee Averill, Young Chiao, Divyangana Banerjee, Charity Chan, Elvira Chan, Wingka Michelle Chan, Patrick Chang, Rebecca Chen, Timmy Young K. Cheung, Vivian Chiang, Aurora Chiu, thank you, Ai Xian Chu, Ai Lian Cho, Erica Chu, Sydney Clark, Nicholas Kuchinota, Delara Dinch, Denise Dion Isioto, Emanuela Drocco, Yi Ying Fang, Joyce Filizzarta, Angela Gargaro, Runangan, Wenbin Guan, Rebecca Harrington, thank you, Adam Hu, thank you, Yin Yi Hu, Yanzin Hu, Tiffany Hughes, thank you, Syed Ali Asjad Hussain, Fazai Sibungili Jacha, thank you, Jazab Jahanzab, Rumnik Jahal, Alicia Karimin, Emma Kenny, Amir Khalidi, Lucky Kim, hi, Anna Kotzakova, Sebastian Kovacs, Alina Koval, Ola Kroll, Dawn Lay, Michael Lazar, Monica Lee, Queenie Lee, thank you, Debbie Leung, Eunice Leung, Jordan Lee, Tianyi Lee, Gigi Lee, Yu Lin, Rukyu Lee, Yi Liu, Yulin Liu, Libby Liu, Mirzu Bozorg, Lingui Meng, Justine Nadia, thank you, Joshua Nicholas, Nora Ning, thank you, Ji Pang, Anjali Parmat, Christian Patra, Julia Rai, Waishi Rakumar, Megan Rosso, Lilia Sabarova, Kevin Safaraz Degan, Justine Sandal, Athena Cephacus. Ashwara Singh. Megran Song. Larissa Sweet. Christy Sun. Shirley Tai. Shirley Tai. Ravina Tahan. Larry Say. Shinyi Say. Ernie Sang. Megan C. Maria Fe Velasquez Garcias. Jessica Wall. Ru Wang. Yi Ying Wang. Mackenzie Ward. Mandy Wen. Logan Williams. Taylor Williams. Lindsay Wu. Thank you. Emily Worley. Thank you. Stella Z. Gong Gong Zia. Yi Young Zhu. Wenbo Yang. Susan Young Alvarez. Chuck Wang Young. Sean Yip. Isaac Kai Ki Yu. Zealand Yu. Nikki Zako. Brian Zhang. Linan Zhang. Tiang Hao Zhao. Trishin Zhao. Thank you. Yiming Zheng. Thank you. Christy Zhong. Thank you. Yanni Zhu. Madam Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting the graduates of the degree of the Bachelor of Fine Arts in the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology. Thank you. Sydney Abry. Yi An Chen. Congratulations. Maria Gonzalez Rios. Samantha Henderson. Carlina Krapchik. Thank you. Xue Yiling. Tobias McFarlane. Nicola Ruff. Danielle Sagres. Thank you. Anya Saugstad. Kaya Shukin. Ashley Sugimoto. Christina Villanueva. Madam Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Communication, Art and Technology. Thank you. Zian Cheng. Thank you. Harkirishina. Eunice Lee. Thank you. Yuting Lee. Thank you. Nika Loraspi Azar. Andrea Ma. Thank you. Nicholas Mason. Beg your pardon. Dominic Kwan. Thank you. Hania Shakiri. Zhao Shen. Rambod Tortakari, Jay Shank, Natasha Wainwright, Jarvis Wong, Jiashu Yu,
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Dr. Tanya Bubala, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in her faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Janelle Aldaba, Wasal Almazni, Abosedi Adamma Amadi. Hi. Amrit Athwal. Jasprit Bajwa. Yona Biska. Chloe Boone. Indrapal Chatha. Benta Cheng. Che-Yuan Cheng, Gulraj Dillon, Kiran Dillon, Emily Fukuhara, Junmin Gao, Jingmei Guan, Ramanjit Jawanda, Erin Kang, Amit Nat, Nancy Nguyen, Vanna Nguyen, Fahintala Ukunubi, Daniela Quiros, Colin Sham, Shaki Singh, Joseph Sasadikawadiwa, Alea Stahawaski, Precious Tolofari, Carmen Tong, Queenie Tran, Shulan Ying, Marco Zanoni, Kitty Zhu, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Health Sciences. Rajpreet Atwal, Bipandi Biran, Joyce Chan, Winston Chow, Ivan Chen, Elisa Cho, Henry Choi, Munit Daliwal, Hugo Fan, Ai Feng, Alec Jiang, Sharon Joseph, Daphne Kong, Yan Yu Law, Miriam Manna, Brody McKenzie, Hannah Mina Beriit, Eric Ng, Chan Mi O, Stephen Cham, Samantha Tam, Nicole Tesoro, Risham Thind, Sitha Thirunavukarasu, Sarah Tung, Leah Van Workum, Christy Yip, Connie Yu, and Michelle Zeffley.
Will the graduating class please rise? I congratulate each of you on the completion of your degree. This is an impressive achievement, and I ask your friends, family, and members of the platform to join me in applauding the amazing graduating class of Fall 2018. Now, let's not forget all those who helped you to get here. I invite the members of the graduating class to reciprocate by applauding your family, friends, faculty, staff, indeed all of those who helped you to achieve your goals. Please be seated.
Friends, this completes the formal awarding of degrees. Some graduands recommended by the Senate for degrees today have been unable to be present, and their names have therefore not been read out. I now admit them to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program. And I have a few thank yous to express. First, to all of you for making time to join us on this celebratory day. To the many volunteers, staff, and faculty members coordinated by Ceremonies and Events Office and Student Services who've worked together to run a smooth convocation day, and they are the ones that make sure that the sun is shining. So we have special thanks to them. Thank you, yes. And to the members of our 6-time world champion Simon Fraser University Pipe Band for their contribution to Convocation, and they will be performing for us again after the ceremony in Freedom Square behind the platform. Can we thank them all? This brings to a close the formal part of this morning's convocation. You are all now invited to attend a reception in the James Douglas Room behind the platform. I ask that you kindly please rise and remain standing at your places until the platform party has recessed. Thank you all.